Again, we're back, and it is go time to make. It is go time for showtime. It's time to make more cash flow. I'm all about making more money. And how about you? Anybody want to make more money? Show me the
All
money.
in, all in, all in. Let's get to it. Oh yeah, that looks really good actually. I love that. Yeah, we just need a bunch of $100 bills in your hand to fly all over the place. Now, next time. There we go.
Next, I'm gonna get one of those. I'm gonna get one of those cash flow room. When you go to the state fair, something, and people, or you see
Yeah,
in a game show where they get into this wind tunnel.
We're lagging again, right?
That may be our internet, but not our cash flow. And I guess we'll just go for it.
There you go. Okay, blame it on the internet, and we're good to go. Yeah, you guys, this is important stuff. Now, I will tell you that, especially now that everybody's a lot more comfortable online, there are a lot more opportunities are coming up for all of us, right? And if we're not careful, we can have the shiny object syndrome. We can be all over the place, go down a rabbit hole, and we don't know where we're going to end up. Well, that's not going to do it. We're not going to do it that way because we know better, don't we? And so Seth has this super cool 6-point evaluation system, the 6 keys to basically assessing any opportunity, right? I'm going to focus on that. And by the way, you guys, this is the series we're all about money, cash flow, right? Different kinds of income. And so today is your opportunity. So Seth,
yes,
6 key evaluators for opportunities. So what's the biggest challenge people have when it comes to evaluating opportunities? Is it too many opportunities? Not enough opportunities? We think we're going to miss the opportunity? What's going on with us internally?
That's a great place to start. It reminds me of my. You ever had a call? How do you decline a call when you're doing Restream? That's too funny. Reminds me of my younger days as a business guy, and I wasn't looking for opportunities. The number one issue is, what are you tuned into? Like, that's the big deal. What are you personally tuned into? Are you looking for opportunities? I love to ask my friends, because I do a lot of networking. If you want to be successful in business, then you're going to have to do one of two things. One, you're going to have to network, right? That's your existing inner circle and their inner circle and their inner circle. Or you're going to have to market. You're going to have to go try to create messages to pull people to you. And I absolutely love networking. That's where I've made my big mark. And opportunities, Anne, came to me because of two things, I would say. One, I was open. I was looking, I had a need. I had a building that was on fire, and I was looking for a fire truck, right? Secondly, I had a network. Now, once you're open, I started looking into things. I started looking at ads, right? Back when they had classified ads, I started looking in business magazines at different opportunities, franchise opportunities. I started meeting with friends who were in the business world or in the entrepreneurial world. So you personally have to be open. That's the number one criteria. If you ain't open, if you live in a clamshell, then you're going to stay in that box. So you have to be open. Number two, your network, the people, the type of people that are in that network will greatly influence the quality and the quantity of opportunities that knock on your door.
So first, what I'm getting so far You have to be hungry to look for it, right? If you're not hungry, you're not looking for a restaurant. If you're not, so you have to want the opportunity. You have to be open to the opportunity so you can see the opportunities. If you don't want it, it's not good. It's not going to be in your
Yes.
radar. So, but the other part that I think the second thing was like super important, the your network. As they say, you want to know where you are, look at the six people around you. Who are you hanging out with? Well, I love that because, wherever we're comfortable, that's where we are. So where are you? Like, are you around people? Are you in networks where you're striving to be in? Or are you in a network where everybody's on the same level? So I'm so glad you brought that up. And so if we find ourselves we're not where we want to be in our network, what do? Join different networks? How do we
Absolutely,
do this?
absolutely, absolutely. So let's do kind of a waltz here because you know
Okay,
that I'm a dancer,
let's
right?
dance.
Let's dance. Three beats in a waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. One, get an attitude and a mindset that is open to opportunity.
Mhm.
Number two, get into a network. Networking is a verb. Your network may be a noun, but networking is a verb. Take action and level up your network. If you want bigger, better opportunities, upgrade your network. Get with, I'm going to say one because I'm all about action, right? I mean, action. If you want to really triple down and do this much faster, then go get three. But for example, find one person that you know, like, trust, or that you know of, and strive to get in their network. Right? If you can't immediately get in with them because they're not going to take your call, they're not going to respond to your DM, then follow them. Click the follow button on their on their channel. Read what they've written. Watch what they've posted or created, and if possible, then work your way to a place where you're having a meeting of the minds. And at first, you're just listening. Like, if I get into level, if I when I level up my network, I do a lot more listen with a little questioning. Like, I have lots of questions, but you ask a question, then you do a lot of listening and learning from that network,
So
right?
I
So
have a question about that because you are
yes.
so good at that, right? I mean, you everybody who meets you, they're like they love you. It's just the way you show up. But here, yeah, well, that's just the way it is, right? And so now, if you and you're not sure people to get to and there's some and I'm going to and we'll
Are you with me, Ann? Because we kind of had a little blip there. We pause
I
now for
was the
station identification.
issue of the battery.
You were coming in a little choppy. What were you asking, Ann?
Gosh, am I
It's not
I'm
like you're
lying?
frozen. This is kind of the situation where you have a chopper, a helicopter coming down and landing about 50 feet from you, so your conversation is just not quite clear.
I'm having issues on my end with the delay. Okay. Well, can you hear me
Oh, hey,
okay? I know
you're
the
kind of back now. You're kind of back.
I'm kind of back.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Okay. That's good now. The question I was asking was that you said something you said you show up, you listen right? If you're in the new sharing who you are, you're listening, do you show up in your strength, if you will, so they also get to know if we're just, what's that ratio?
You mean the
We're having
ratio of talking?
major issues here.
Yeah, we are having major issues. We're going to do our best. Did you say the ratio, Anne, like the talk,
Yeah.
the talking to listening ratio? So here's my recommendation. Here's my recommendation. I'll give you an example. And let's say that I go into a room, and in this room there are three. Actually, well, there are three. There are three individuals who.
I think it's not good because